I'm Conrad. I'm the head of creative design at Afrihost, and I've been here for 6 years. My background, I studied communications, ended up really loving web design. Before Afrihost, I worked for 2 agencies where we did websites and digital stuff for various companies.
Why did you choose this career path?
I wanted to work for one brand. At an agency, you work for various different brands at the same time. So I wanted to go into one brand and be part of the journey and evolving of the brand.
What was your role in this brand?
Yeah, so with my role, me and Gavin, who's the front-end developer and the branding team, we worked on the wireframes and the design for that. So basically everything you see, we did. So I did all the designs for the app, the basic look and feel. But it's also a little bit more than that. It's not just the design part, but actually figuring out, not just reskinning what was in the app before, but actually going and looking at how can we improve stuff, how can we simplify things, group things. Yeah. The tools that we used for the design, we used Sketch. That is, for me, a really nice app to design interfaces with. Then at the beginning stages, when we were still doing some concepts, we also then loaded all the screens onto InVision, where, for example, the directors could then go and look at it, click through it, even though it was just static images. You can then click through the stuff, get a feel for how it's going to work and look. The learnings through this whole process was, this was the first app that I've ever done, so there's a lot of things that I had to figure out. What I learned a lot from this is how to simplify things, how to group things, get a better way of actually getting people to do stuff. So I really enjoyed learning that type of design, because I normally just do a web interface where you have a mouse that you click on stuff, but we actually interact with it. It's a whole nother ball game. The way that we've done the app is that it's one interface that then gets pushed onto iOS or Android. So technically the interface will look exactly the same on both. But you do have to keep in mind that people are used to using iOS in a certain way and Android in a certain way. So we had to try and find a middle ground so that it doesn't feel foreign to an iOS user or an Android user.
Are you team Android or team iOS?
I am team Android all the way. Yes.